welcome to my first live teachers class. This class is for everyone, especially if you're beginning the teacher's path, or if you want any grades in that, this is a perfect class for you, okay? I'm going to start in 3 minutes. So I'm going to have some music playing so that way people get their notifications and they come right in, okay? So I'll see you back in 3 minutes, right? So what's up, everyone? Welcome to the first teacher class. It's live. So I hope you brought your journal, some water, your ears open, you being open in this class, okay? If you have any questions, you can leave it anytime in the comments area or in the live chat, okay? So in this teacher's class, this will give you growth and expansion, especially if you want to expand more in your teaching path, but especially if you want to start becoming a teacher and whatever it is you want to bring to life in this world, okay? So let's start. So what I'm going to be teaching you in this class is taking it one step at a time, and you'll find your resources and rewards waiting you, okay? You go too fast, well, you'll discombobulate yourself and the people that you're teaching. It's something I had to learn. I'm like, oops, okay, understandable. So don't be so hard on yourself as a teacher, because you're still learning as well, as much as you're teaching the people that you are teaching on whatever course or whatever it is, okay? So here's the key in order to help you out, especially if you get discombobulated on what you want to teach or how you want to go about it or anything else, okay? This key is called There is a Solution to Every Problem, okay? Hi there, Scott. So let's give you the key. It's called the blooming, okay? You can do this at any time. On 3 separate pieces of paper, write down 3 choices or outcomes to your situation that you're having conflict about, okay? So that way you find a solution. Fold the papers and with a white ribbon or cord, tie one each to 3 individual flower buds of a potted or outdoor plant, okay? Leave an offering to the divine feminine, a crystal pressed into the earth at the base of the plant, then pour water over it, okay? Now the first bud to fully bloom is your answer. So read the paper that is tied to that flower and then remove all the paper and ribbon or cord and cut the blossom flower, place it into a vase on your altar. Excuse me. Excuse me. And with the corresponding paper underneath it, take action and you'll know what you must do and expect a total transformation of the situation by the next full moon, okay? So that is key of what can get you out of indecision, because it teaches you the practical steps and how to get out of indecisive mode about whatever the situation is, and also how to be patient to find your decision, okay? Just another way of healing yourself, okay? Now, let's move forward. What you need to know is that the teacher's energy is teaching you to take charge of your destiny, okay? Also, to be bold and follow your heart and your emotions within reason, okay? To come into your power, the time is now. That if you have any challenges along the way, use your power of prayer or meditation, solutions will come, okay? And when you do, that gives you the clarity that you need to see a bird's eye view in order to move forward, all right? Instead of being knee deep and stuck into, like, usually when we're stuck, it's like we're in a swamp, okay? So this is getting you out of being stuck. So the wisdom that you need to learn, face the mysteries of the cosmos and let the vastness of the universe inspire your soul. Because when you're inspired, you're able to make forward movement, because that inspiration is curiosity, balance, creativity, wanting to foster more movement, okay? So here's a spiritual process that you can use at any time. It's called Soma of the Galactic Heart. This is if you want upgrades on a spirit. So we're going to do that spiritual process now, okay, viewers and students. You can use your left or your right hand, put it on your heart, and say this prayer aloud. Now, if you're not able to put a hand on your heart because you don't have all your eyeballs, no, you don't have all your limbs, it's all right. But let's say the prayer aloud. I invoke the unconditional love of the galactic heart and give thanks for all that is good, true, and nourishing of my being on all levels through unconditional love. I surrender with forgiveness and blessing any issue to do with mothering or being mothered, whether too much or too little. I release myself from false guilt, shame, and judgment now. I release the mother figures in my life with forgiveness in my heart, for I no longer wish to hold on to old pain. I acknowledge I am worthy and deserving of nourishment straight from the sacred milk of unconditional love from the Galactic Mother. May all mothers receive healing and guidance, blessing and assistance from the Divine Mother of all souls. With trust, I open myself now to receive what is needed from the ecstatic fulfillment of my own being through divine grace. With gratitude, so be it. 3 breaths in and out. Now is a good time to close your eyes and rest for as long as it feels good to you. Whether you wish to meditate or sleep or just close and rest your eyes for a time, give yourself permission to do that now. And you can begin that process by gazing at the image in this card, or just close your eyes because I don't have the card on me. 10 deep breaths in and out. Now you're going to visualize the Divine Mother, the galactic goddess. She may look like very different in your belief system, but that's okay because you're going to focus on the center where the heart space is. There is light pouring out from there into you. While you're visualized, feeling, and pretending that you are stepping right into that heart light as you either zone out or meditate now. And when you are ready, ground yourself with some deep cleansing breaths in and out as you emerge from your rest or meditation. Move your body a little as you ground yourself in the here and now. Slowly, and you have completed your spiritual process. Thank you. Let's move forward, please. Here is the message of clarity. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold, especially when you're teaching, okay? You can learn a lot from your students and vice versa. They can learn a lot from you. It's a nice give and take, you know? So here is a letter to the students to this class. Teachers and educators, a mystic vision of wisdom and growth. Dear radiant souls, from a mystic perspective, teachers and educators are sacred guides, weaving the light of wisdom and igniting the spark of understanding within all of us. They are not just those who stand before a classroom, but anyone who shares knowledge, inspires growth, or nurtures the soul's journey. So I invite you to embrace the teacher and the learner within to uplift yourself. And the mystic essence of teachers and educators, teaching and learning, are a sacred exchange of energy, connecting us to divine wisdom. They teach us to share the light with love. A teacher is anyone who offers guidance through words, actions, or presence lighting the path for others with compassion and authenticity. It also teaches us to embrace lifelong learning, you becoming that beautiful seeker. An educator is also a student, open to the universal lessons in every moment. To learn is to honor the soul's eternal curiosity. It also teaches to co-create wisdom. Teaching and learning are a dance of giving and receiving, weaving a tapestry of collective growth that heals and uplifts humanity. So here is a healing practice of teaching and learning ritual, okay? When you are open, you're able to do this. So the first step is called center. Sit quietly and take 5 deep breaths. And visualize a warm light glowing in your heart, connecting you to the universal wisdom. Second step is called reflect. Ask, what wisdom can I share? And what am I ready to learn? And let your intuition guide your answers. You can do this at any part of the day. Next step is called intention. Speak or think, I teach and learn with love, weaving wisdom for my growth and the world's healing. If you need to say it at any point in time throughout your day, it helps you refocus, especially if you get discombobulated, okay? Last step is called act. Share a piece of wisdom, a kind word, a lesson, or a story. Or seek out something new to learn today, trusting it serves the greater good, okay? So here is the message of growth. Teachers and educators are within us all. Every moment you share, listen, or grow, you contribute to humanity's evolution. Your wisdom, no matter how small it seems, is a sacred gift that ripples love and light into the world. So embrace your role as both a teacher and a student and watch your soul soar. Be the wisdom that inspires. Love and blessings, Mystic Oracle Mary. Big hugs. So now this is the easy point in the class too as well, where I get to ask you 2 questions and I get to answer those 2 questions to inspire you to, open up to this process. But you can answer this and compile it up in an email with all the other 2 questions to each class to get a free certificate. And it'll be emailed to you once I get those answers, okay? So, first question is, what is it that you want to learn in life that inspires you, something that is like totally beyond the norm. You know what I mean? Like, with me, what I want to learn is what's behind the veil. This is why I chose the mysticism, to learn more. So that way I can bring whatever wisdom or knowledge into the situation of what I've learned. Um, as for life, all the answers is in nature. If you sit back and really pay attention, you know what I'm saying? About healing, about a lot of different things. So I try to make sure I spend time outside and do meditation too with inside me. But that's what I'm learning is deeply about mysticism, what's behind the veil, and what I can do to help grow and evolve our humanity, our communities. You get what I mean? Um, Second question. What is it that you want to teach in life? Me, it's about getting people to evolve from survival mode to thriving. Because I notice how people are very good at that, of surviving a lot of things. But I love giving people challenges to thrive because that's what we need to see more of. So we don't feel like everything's a test. You know what I mean? Because when you're thriving, you're not thinking everything's a test. You enjoy life. You know what I mean? So, what is it that you are wanting to teach and bring to life in this world? And I'm hoping that you will be divulging that in your email. But if not, and you want to keep it all to yourself, that's fine too. Because it always starts with you and getting to know yourself in such a different way, or even a deeper way, you know? Either way, it's great for me. Um, so what's going on next? Because we are done now with the class, but I'll give you 3 minutes so that way you can write down your answers, okay? So I don't want to rush too much, okay? So let's put on some music. I love rock and roll. Hee. right, we are back. Hopefully you have all your answers written down in your journal so you can get ready to compile it once these 11 classes are done. Free certificate. So the next class is on October 21st, 2025. It's the first live and divine purpose class at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe and you'll get that notification. And if you're like, well, Mary, I don't want to go to class, which is fine. I do live readings for zodiac signs and non-zodiac sign readings Thursday and Saturdays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My lives always come with timestamps so you can go right to your reading, so that way it's convenient. So after the live that'll happen on the 21st, there'll be another one, and that is the first leader and follower class at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 29th, 2025. And then the last one on Halloween, October 31st, 2025, the first water class at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All of this is free. Subscribe to my channel and you will get that notification, okay? That easy and simple, right? So it's a pleasure to be doing these classes for you. And I hope to see you next time at the next class, or a non-zodiac sign or zodiac sign live, okay? So please enjoy your journey and I'll see you later, okay? Bye for now.